Another thought I've been having as I've been reading through the prophets, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, is how even in God's judgments, He is good. I think, like, growing up culturally, we're kind of taught that punishing evil is evil and being accepting is loving. And something that God's been showing me over the past year, really, is how punishing evil is loving. Like, yeah, how destroying wickedness is a loving thing. And so that's something that has just been sticking out to me is the importance of trusting in God's goodness. And I think that's where Satan really likes to attack us and get us to go sideways, is to question God's goodness whenever something happens that we don't like. And if we can get to a place where we trust God's goodness regardless of what's happening, that is really powerful. And yeah, and so that's something that's been sticking out to me, is how the judgment of evil is a loving thing. It is good. And also, God is so good at essentially being a sniper, like, of, within the destruction of an area, He can protect individuals who are following Him. Or within a group of people, He can destroy individuals who are wicked and evil. And then even within that, so, like, the wicked don't always seem to have consequences, and sometimes good people do. And it's like, what's up with that? But even within that, just trusting that He is good and He knows what's best for everyone involved, and He can work all things for good if we come to Him with it and desire to get close to Him and have Him work in our hearts to bring that about. And so God is good regardless of what's happening. Saying that is one thing, believing it is quite another. And how do you get to that point? I don't know, in terms of believing it solidly. Just over the past year and a half, I feel like God has done that for me. And I wish I knew exactly how that happened. One thing is looking up a bunch of scriptures on how God is our protector, God is our provider, and God is our guide, and that has helped me to trust Him more and to trust in His goodness, to the point where my dad was in the hospital for a couple months at the beginning of the year, and naturally he should have died multiple times. And I had rallied a prayer team of a couple hundred people, and I was believing that he was going to live, because I felt like God had told me that. And even still, it was really great seeing that I was at a place that I trusted God regardless of the outcome. Like, even had my dad died, I was still in a place where I was trusting that God is good regardless. And I just think coming to that place is so crucial. So if you're not there, I would encourage you even to pray and ask God to help you get there, and then look up scriptures of where, whatever area you have trouble trusting him in particular, look up scriptures in those areas, and so that you can help build your faith. Yes.